DBSCG things.
What's up, Yuhp gang? It's your boy Taxon, and welcome back to Yuhp DBSCG Things. And today we're going over another very exciting battle, guys. It's going to be round 1 of our local this week. This is going to be Blue Trunks versus Prism Bardock. But before we get into the battle, guys, I do want to say if you guys want any custom mats and or sleeves, absolutely check out Promats, guys. This is the best place to go get your custom card needs. And exclusively this month of October, dropping on the 15th, we will have this beautiful Halloween edition coming out. Pre-orders for this mat are live right now, so if you guys do decide to go get yourself a mat from Promats, make sure you use the promo code YUHP to save yourself a discount on this order. With that being said, guys, if you guys enjoyed this battle or my content in general, remember to hit all those buttons for me, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so you never miss a video. And with that being said, let's turn it around and dive in. And one more thing to add, guys, I am trying to give out a bunch of TPs and judge packs and random revision packs and things like that I've collected over time. So I will be doing this every single week. I'll give out 3 to 5 of these packs on my live streams, on my Tuesday live streams, Tuesday testings, of course. So make sure if you guys want a chance to win any of these TPs, you do stop by for next week and any week after that for a chance to win some of these TPs. And for a brief second, I will leave a picture up of what the prizes are so that you are a little bit more swayed into stopping by. With that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Alrighty, you guys, and here we are with round 1 of our local this week. We have Prism Bardock on the right side versus Reboot Trunks on the left. Trunks starting off this game with for us, starting with a charge and a pass directly over to Bardock. Bardock starting off his turn, charging himself the red Bardock card, and then using an SS4 call, looking up to the top 3, grabbing one SS4 card. Here he's choosing to grab the 3-drop Goku that adds to his hand. And then he chooses a card from his hand and then bottom decks one since he added 2. I believe that's how that works. I'm not quite sure 100%. And then of course we're going to see the leader swing. We're going to get the top 5 search, go searching. We're going to grab the 2-drop, the Aegis version of the Vegeta. This of course is the one that comes out, randomly snatches a card from your opponent's hand, warps it and makes them draw a card. Also provides a 16k crit pressure. Going into turn 2 for Blue Trunks here, we see the leader swing. He as well gets to go through the top 5 and grab himself just about anything he needs. So we will see what he grabs here. Looks like he grabbed himself a Heroic Prospect. We're going to see the 2 energy investment for the Kai Unison. We're going to see the plus on it, take a life, and then place a life down. It looks like he chose to do one of his Gokus. We're going to see the 15k swing from that Unison, landing that damage onto the Bardock, and then passing turn back over. Here's where we get to see what Bardock decides to do with his turn 2. Charging into the yellow. We have a total of 3 colors so far in our energy. We shall see what Bardock decides to do here. It looks like starting with the leader swing. Get his auto to top 5 search here. Looks like here he's grabbing the double strike 16k, of course, and then this guy, I believe he KOs a 4 cost or less or something like that. Do correct me in the comments below if I am wrong there. So since he only has so many colors in his energy, he still doesn't do damage to Trunks because I believe his leader is sitting at about 9,000 power. It looks like he is going to go ahead and combo to make that a little bit over 10. That puts him at 14. And of course he's going to use the pay 1 effect to let that card play. And since he has a blue card in field, he can of course use his awakening ability now. He awakens, gets his draws, and then he will use the effect of the Vegeta, pay 1, warp it, and then play a 2 cost or less Aegis card. Here he gets to drop the Vegeta. This allows him to randomly yoink a card from Trunks' hand, bottom deck it, make Trunks draw a card, and then of course he bottom decks 1 and then draws 2. Or maybe it's draw 2 and then bottom deck 1. And then, like I said earlier, 16k crit pressure.
He takes the damage, he reveals it with the leader's permanent, and then adds it to his hand so that the crit doesn't go to the drop. What a nifty effect that the Blue Trunks deck has against crit-based decks. Here we're going to go on to Trunks' turn 3, charge energy, start with the leader swing. Here he gets to do a top 5 search. There, of course, he's going to hit the what I believe is the tap 2 objection Goku, if you do reveal him and play him from life. Of course, he can uptick his unison and place that in, as it looks like he has a Vegeta as well. So look, I do believe he can uptick his unison and go ahead and put one of those down into his life so that he can ramp off it later. So it does look like he combos. I don't know if that was intentionally just to feed some Z energy, or if he was trying to add some pressure. Using the unison to swing at the leader, the 15k does go through. Bardock takes that. Going into Bardock's turn 3 here. At the start of his turn, he does get to add the Vegeta back to his hand. I don't know if that's after. I believe that's after he charges an energy. I'm not 100% sure, but do leave it in the comments below if you guys know exactly the correct timing that Vegeta would have went back to hand. Anyways, going into turn 3, we of course do have quite a few colors. We are missing blue in our energy. Oh, wait, actually, I don't think it matters in our energy no more, since we do have one on field. We will satisfy all 4 colors for the leader's effect, being able to draw, tap something down, knock a marker, and untap an energy at the end of turn. Very powerful leader. So we shall see what he decides to do here with his turn 3. He does have quite a bit of energy. He has options. He does have the 2-drop crit on field. Of course, the keyword skill crit doesn't matter too much against Trunks. So it looks like here he will start his turn off with his leader. Nope. Looks like he decides to opt and go with the 2-drop crit swing. It looks like he directed that at the unison. Knocks a marker off the unison. Here he's using the leader to swing into the unison as well. He gets to knock a marker off the unison, and then the attack stays at 15k. Of course, so then it goes down 2 markers in that interaction. So I do believe it's either at 2 or 1. I believe it's 1 if I'm not mistaken. It looks like Bardock didn't have anything to do with energy this turn, so it looks like he just has to pass back over to Trunks. No big 8-drop Gogeta to play, or any of the Xeno Evolve support that came out like a set or 2 ago. So it looks like he, of course, like I said, just passes. We're going to start the turn off for Trunks, starting with the leader swing, top 5 search. Here he does grab the Vegeta Unison. I don't know how much that card is going to be useful in this matchup now that he already has the Supreme Kai already loaded. The Kai, of course, only at 1 marker at this point, but it will do what it needs to do this turn. And since the Vegeta doesn't go up markers at all, it will die very, very quickly against Bardock. So it does look like Bardock decides to combo, and then he uses the energy to play the Vegeta that he comboed. It looks like we upticked on the unison, it looks, and then we're swinging the 15k. I do believe Trunks has 2 cards set up for his ramp, but then again, I'm not 100% sure. We shall see. Trunks debating on what his turn should be. It looks like he passes back over. 4 energy up. He is definitely playing blue. Looks like nothing much to do. He does charge himself the Vegeta, so he gets the auto, bottom deck a card, make him draw a card. Here he uses SS4 call. He looks at up to the top 2. Looks like he's going to grab 1 SS4, bottom deck the other. We're going to see him swing the 16k at the unison. We'll see exactly how this plays through. I imagine that unison dies pretty quickly this turn. So it looks like we do see the negate from the heroic prospect. Of course, this isn't going to stop too many of the Aegis and or that combo into play card, but this does definitely stop the 8-drop Gogeta play, so we'll see that not probably happen this turn. The crit going into the Unison as well. That attack does safely get through, so the Unison goes down to 1. Now at this point, if the leader swings at the leader, his auto will take care of the Unison for him. So we shall see what he decides to do. Looks like he's debating on using the Vegeta's effect. Looks like he's going to, pay 1, warp himself the Vegeta, play himself a 2 cost. Here he's playing the Bardock. I believe all he does is minus something on play, or maybe he has an activate battle where he minuses something. I'm not 100% sure, but it does minus stuff. Here we will see the leader swing into the leader. Like I said, the auto here will probably take care of the Unison. And then, of course, he rests that as well. And then we're going to see the activate battle from the Bardock to finish off the Trunks. So we do see Prism Bardock taking care of the field and resetting the board and able to really put himself ahead of the Trunks in this matchup here. Of course, now he has 2 bodies established along with his awakened leader, and he is basically just waiting to play out some boss monsters at this point. Of course, Trunks doing the same thing, but not being awoken yet is going to be a little bit of a hassle. Not too much, but a little bit. Here we do see the combo the Goku. We see the auto pay an energy, pick up 1 of his energy, and then I do believe it replaces it from the top of the deck or something like that. Looks like Trunks does decide to take the damage anyways, revealing off a Goku that is basically objection. The card comes in play, you would tap 2 and ramp an energy, but it does look like he does get countered by the Bardock counterplay. This is a basically denial of hope with a 16k attack behind it. So after denial of hoping his objection, we swing the 16k into the leader, and then the leader just goes ahead and takes it, revealing a heroic prospect from the life. So Trunks still unawoken here, sitting at 3 life, facing down Bardock's 3 card board, and sitting at 6 energy with 3 Z energy. We'll see what exactly. It looks like he does pop all 3 of his energy, tap 5. It looks like he's trying to go into the boss monster Vegito play. We'll see if this is the best play for him or not, if this is actually what's going to get him where he needs to be. We're going to see the leader awaken, untap 1, draw 1 directly after. It does look like, if I did see that correctly, it does look like he just snagged a patch off the top of the deck. So, of course, that's going to be huge in this matchup, being able to stop this onslaught while, of course, going into his boss monster, which eats hand alive. So of course the autos on the Vegito goes off. He gets rid of, I believe it's bottom deck a card and then from hand, and then bottom deck a card from field. Now I do believe that triggers on both turns as well. Not 100% sure, but I'm sure it does something like that. It also has an ability where you can reveal or take a life and then place something else down, which is nice, being able to set up your cards to basically proc off your leader. So here we seen the leader swing, and then we got negated by the Gohan. The leader was a 25k double, considering the skill that he used before he swang. The tap 2, get rid of a battle card, you get 10k, and double strike if you have a Z card with 5 cost or more in play. And there we seen the past turn. Of course, the Vegito auto went, popping basically removing a battle card and then making his opponent bottom deck a card from hand. Pretty effective card if you do ask me. I do feel like 5 energy is a little hefty. I wish he was a little bit easier to cheat out, but the card is really good for what he is. So we're going to see turn 5 for Gogeta here. Looks like we're going to start Prism's turn off by swinging with the 16k Aegis Bardock. Looks like he will Dimension Magic, tap 1, untap 2. Bardock swinging in with the Gohan. There we do see Bardock decide to combo. So there we go, we see Trunks combo out and use a bean to become a 20k for the turn. Now we go ahead and render those 16ks useless. So here we're going to see the tap 4 for the big 8-drop Black Gogeta. Unfortunately, he does get Dirty Bursted. This card doesn't have any protection, but this card does need to swing in order to get the very, very spicy auto that it has. Of course, it's the triple attack 35k, and then when it attacks, so once per turn, you get the auto to force your opponent to choose 2 cards in their hand, send them to the warp, and then also 2 cards from their battle area. Very, very powerful boss monster. Of course, though, Dirty Burst doing exactly what it should do and stopping those big boss monster plays. So here we're going to see what I believe is the leader swing coming. We'll see if this means anything or not. Of course, Trunks is 20k for the turn. But then again, yeah, Bardock does get a +5, so it was 20 to 20. And it looks like Trunks does combo out, going up to 2 Z energy, setting himself up pretty nicely. Trunks charging yet another energy, doing blue things. We're going to see Trunks use his activate effect using his leader effect. Tap 2, bottom deck a card. Of course, he gets the 10k and double strike because he has a Z card in field. Getting rid of that big boss Gogeta, huge. So here on that swing, we do of course see the counter of the big, or not the big, but the negate Gohan, which is basically a Nimbus. We're gonna see the 1 energy investment for the Vermilion Saiyans, it looks. Yep, so it was the Vermilion Saiyans. This card does remove cards, ignoring barrier. So there goes the Z card. Thought that the barrier was going to be enough to keep it in play, but it was not. Trunks does have 3 energy up, so we will see what he decides to do with that in terms of defense. Going into Bardock's turn 6 here. What a huge number this is. Bardock having 3 16k attacks and then also his leader 20k attack lined up. We will see what Trunks decides to do to protect himself from this. Now, I thought I seen him pick up Hatch earlier from the top of his deck, but I am not seeing it in his hand right now, so we will see if it's something he's holding. So not exactly Hatch, but that is definitely a floodgate. Trunks Heroic Prospect coming out, and now if he wants to swing with anything greater than his energy, he's going to have to bottom deck 2. Of course, just directing things towards the Unison. We got the 1 battle card attack, and then we're going with the Unison. They're going with the leader into the Unison. Of course, the auto knocked a marker. Got the rest of the Heroic Prospect. We're going to see the super combo. See what else he decides to do here. Any more super combos or not, we'll see. So Bardock going to charge that to his Z energy. I would love to see what the Z deck looks like for this deck, because you do get to play so many random colors. We're going to see the 3 energy investment for the big 8-drop Gogeta. This forces his opponent to warp 1 from his hand and then KO or minus his 32 battle cards from his opponent's field. So the Heroic Prospect is gone. The Trunks player did warp a card from hand. It also beans the Bardock leader, which is huge, especially if you do it before you attack, because then it just makes your leader's attack 25k. But being 20k during Trunks' whole next turn is also good. But this Gogeta, like I was saying, is a big 30k double strike, so we'll see what Trunks decides to do in order, in terms of getting out of this attack. Doesn't look like he negated. Oh, we'll definitely see what he plans on doing here. So it looks like Prism Bardock stayed at 40,000 there. We're going to see Trunks going up to 25, go 35. We're going to see Sensu Bean going up to 40. And there's the 45. We're going to see the charge of a Z energy, and then everything else goes to the drop area. Here we're going to see the 1 energy investment for thwarting the Dark Empire SS3 Gogeta. Swings with it, no cards to warp, but Trunks does of course have a negate just handy on deck. Ready for that. Dimension Magic stops the double strike, and then Bardock swings with what he has and passes back over to Trunks. So here we will see if Trunks can manage to get through this wall that Bardock has built. Quite the field here. He has a 8-drop 30k double strike, a 6-drop 25k double strike that warps something every single time it attacks, and then 3 16k singles, and that's not even including his leader's 15k attack. It does look like we're gonna go two Z energy and 3 total energy in order to play out the cell from the Z deck for Trunks. This absorbs every single 5 cost or less, not ignoring barrier from his opponent's side of the field. And then it's a 25k critical, which has an activate main to pop the cards from underneath it, untap it, and if you popped 4 more cards with that skill, the card gains triple strike. So the card itself has the potential to be a huge boss monster, but most of the time you just use this card to clear and swing as a dual attack crit, which is good regardless. Dual attack crit is huge, especially in blue when half the good blue decks are just untapping 3 at the end of the turn anyways. Looks like he decides to take that damage. Trunks using his leader swing next. It looks like he's going to have to go up to 25 to get this damage through, comboing both cards in hand, going 25 to that leader. Looks like Bardock combos his last card from hand in order to not take that damage. We're going to see the 2 Z energy, 3 energy for the next cell, which is going to wrap up the game for us, guys. Blue Trunks takes this game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe if you guys did, and we will see you guys in the next video.